Okay, this tutorial is very simple. You're only going to need two things. As you can see, I'm starting off using some extra virgin olive oil. I would definitely recommend getting another bottle. The same thing with the Dawn or some kind of soap, so you don't have to reuse it. Then I have my dirty beauty blender that looks very ick and very gross, has powder and dirt. And the same thing with my brushes, very, very dirty. So basically I start off by running some water and I put it at a warm type of temperature. And I use my olive oil, and I'm basically going to coat my beauty blender with that, get it pretty saturated, and then I am going to add in just a little bit of the Dawn soap and mix them together. Basically you want to do this as a mixture because the soap is cleaning the sponge while the oil is pulling out the dirt from the sponge. And I just wet it a little bit to get it really sudsy and saturated and get it started. And as you can see here with the beauty sponge, I'm just really squeezing it and voila, it becomes clean. Well, at least not on that side, it's still dirty. So I'm going to continue on the process of adding the olive oil onto the beauty sponge, adding the soap and combining them, and just keep literally pulling the dirt out of it and squeezing the dirt out of the sponge and continuously running it underneath water. You may have to do this a few times until you can get it, but I can assure you it gets very, very clean and almost brand new. And this is essentially what the sponge looks like after I get done washing it a few times. And if you're scared about using a lot of olive oil and soap, I would recommend getting your own separate bottles just for makeup cleaning because it can get very costly, especially if you use a lot of makeup. The next thing with this brush, I'm using a little different of a method. I'm putting the brush into the olive oil, swirling it around. As you can see, it's already pulling out the dirt. And then next, I would be adding in some of the soap, just like I did with the sponge, and swirling the brush around into the mixture. And it's the same concept, is cleaning the brush while the oil is pulling the dirt from the brush out. It's kind of like the same thing if you do it from your face, if you remove your makeup with like coconut oil or olive oil. And you can see now that the brush is really clean. And I only had to do it maybe a couple of times. So that's it, you guys. I hope you all enjoyed this and learned how to keep your brushes and your beauty blenders clean. Thank you, and don't forget to subscribe.